and his eyes were following the quarterback, looking up receivers. He's got to stay on Trey McBride. This is why he's accounted for so much of their offensive output.
Pretty good to see names like Kittle and Kelsey and McBride right up there in terms of how much he is leaned on by his quarterback, Kyler Murray.
There it is. Look at that.
Yep, Benson running with that big personnel out there to try to run at. And safety for Seattle in Jenkins. 7 yards for Benson there.
And look at this high end zone look. You're going to get the block here, and then the O-linemen are going to come off and hit Jenkins right here. Watch this double team. Boom, there goes Williams. Jonah Williams back in the lineup. He knows exactly how to count these cows on the defense, and that's really what you're doing. They love taking on safeties. You're going to put that guy in the box, I'd run it at him 50 times.
Right back to the ground. Benson. Good job by Reek Woolen in the run game defensively. He holds him up for just a yard, and it sets up 3rd down and about 3.
Well, this is where all that zone read, the Kyler Murray, design quarterback runs that there have been, less of this year because he's been more of a pocket passer. This is where he can come alive, and some of those runs are still alive.
Jenkins came off the field. As they go to 3 wide receivers, they'll still run it this time, and Connor got wrapped up. Byron Murphy II, the rookie out of Texas, plugged it up, and then Jaron Reed wrapped him up to finish off the play. Plus territory, 4th and 1 coming.
This is what we mentioned, 3rd and short like that. Let Connor get up in there knowing you're thinking about going for it anyway. This is that gray area in between, the gray zone. You're past the 50, you're past the logo, but we're not quite in field goal range, and we don't want to punt.
Quick throw, but there was a whistle before the play.
Seattle called timeout.
A whistle before the play. Official comes out to tell Scott Novak.
Prior to the ball being snapped, first charge, timeout Seattle. 7:25 on the game clock, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout.
So Seattle uses a timeout with Arizona jumping out there with that personnel grouping on 4th down and 1. Mike McDonald wants to make sure he's got the right personnel. Arizona does not have a first down on the ground so far in this game. All their first downs have come through the pass game. All 8 of them.
They're going to snap it quick, watch.
Mamba mentality, Kobe Bryant just snaked the pick 6.
Best I've seen play in and play out across the league, and it just leaps off the film every week. There's another one. Did they get a celebration penalty?
An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for the celebration.
I can almost excuse that just because of how fired up I am for Witherspoon and his play.
He made that play to set it up.
Oh my God.
And then Bryant took it to the house with Witherspoon's help. Remember, Seattle called timeout before the 4th down and 1 play. Off target. No good from Jason Myers. Just the 2nd point after touchdown. He was 2 for 4 on 3rd down. They've been stopped 5 straight times.
There's that dime personnel. They got 6 defensive backs.
They've got 7 back in coverage, and Murray backs up into the Leonard Williams sack. The Seattle defense imposing its will in this 3rd quarter.
Well, Leonard Williams is going to run the long hoop along the outside, and Kyler just gets too deep in his drop. He's lucky he held on to this football. See, Paris Johnson pushed Leonard Williams around, expecting the quarterback to step up into the dish, up into the pocket. And Leonard Williams, that's one of the easiest sacks he's ever had.
He's had almost 50 of them in his NFL career. 55-yard punt. Excellent one from Gilligan to flip the field. Williams.
Play, you're not beating a scheme or a coverage. That's just one guy making a play with his buddy.
Walker slips another tackle. Murphy Bunting comes flying in from the corner spot to pick up a few. So this is the end of that previous play. Going up over the top.
Triangle or Y? Nice. But, I mean, whatever you got to do to give him the rock. I mean, snap it to him, hand it to him, throw it to him, whatever you got to do. You got to get 9 the ball.
Remember, he's had a career high in receptions this season as well. Came in with 32 of them. He's got 3 more added to that today. Now Charbonnet checks in. Here he comes with a first down, and he hops over Budda Baker. So now the ground game's starting to get some traction for Seattle. They'll set up first down at the 36 of Arizona.
Well, look at this. Anything you can do, I can do better. There's competition in that running back room. Who's the better hurdler? Both look pretty good. They both look good with the ball in their hands.
Completely changing formation. Charbonnet is the near side wideout now.
Arizona's complaining that Timmy was moving the ball.
Seattle center. So out route. This is a tough pickup by Pharaoh Brown. Finally brought down by Dimukeji, and Brown's Donovan Gannon from Baltimore, D.C. Mike McDonald. There's 16 points on the board with 15 minutes to play. Excellent Seattle drive.
He knows it's cover 0. He's bringing in guys to block. And there goes Arizona checking out of it, playing coverage.
Yep, so they're going to bring 4 instead after Geno Smith played the chess game against their defense. Oh! Fires, and it's picked off by Garrett Williams. The cat and mouse game.
Since Geno Smith checks the play, he thinks there's going to be an all-out pressure here with these backers and safeties inside, so they adjust their formation. Well, what does Arizona do? Jonathan Gannon has these DBs and linebackers trained to get back to a basic coverage. They do it and catch Geno trying to get too greedy on 3rd down in the red zone.
Murray under pressure is able to float it out for McBride. A good job to run him down by Julian Love for a short gain. So think about this, Mark. You were talking about the adjustment, right? The chess match between these two teams. Geno thinks he's got something. Then Arizona checks out of that, and now Geno sees exactly what Arizona checked into, realized the mistake he made. Murray, McBride, first down for Arizona.
And it's hard for the offense, right? I mean, it's hard for both sides, but essentially the offense has to work with that play clock. So at some point, you got to snap the football, and when you snap the ball and you know you're wrong, you know the defense guessed right, give them credit, and don't let that mistake compound into a catastrophic turnover.
Smith, you can tell, is still frustrated over there. McBride just picked up his 10th catch of the day to tie a career high and tie the Arizona franchise tight end record. Right back to Connor in space. Gets past Witherspoon and shuffles ahead for a first down.
You don't see that much. Witherspoon missing a tackle in the open field. That's rare. And Connor is so elusive. Such a strong runner. Always has a great base, always moving forward. Love his forward momentum. He's a fun player to watch. I mean, he's forced 68 missed tackles. Are you kidding me? People just bounce off this guy.
That leads the NFL among skill position players. Now Benson into the game. And another good run for Arizona, trying to get right back to what you were talking about at halftime. Trying to get this run game some traction for the Cardinals, and now the blocking good on the edge.
Well, look at Jonah Williams out in front, and then McBride, 85. He's not going to quit. And Higgins as well. I mean, they've really stayed on these blocks to spring runs.
Murray evades the pressure, got away from Mafe initially, and I think that's a smart play to just eat it with Leonard Williams in pursuit. Live to fight another down.
I'm just shocked he didn't throw this away. took a 3-yard loss on 2nd and 1. And right there, you just got to throw that ball away. You're plenty far enough outside the pocket. That one, just a lapse in judgment. A little scarred maybe from that last interception.
I think that's why he was doing it. He didn't want to eat it, kind of lose control of the ball or try to throw it right at Williams. 3rd and 4 after the 5th Seattle sack. Murray launches. Wilson came down with it. What a catch! Against Reek Woolen, who's slow to get up after the play. And finally, Murray gets a ball downfield 30 yards. And finally snapped their 3rd down skid. Fake it to Connor. Murray backing, launches it away. 2nd goal coming up for Arizona on what feels like a must-score drive.
Đập gậy gì chả. Cái cọ chị gậy trong video đúng rồi.
Không hiểu tiếng Việt cắt. Đu bàn, một nói bây giờ phải nói gì đu bàn. Cho anh vào tiếng